Seems like I'm always reporting bad news, so I have a little bit of somewhat good news to report. It looks like today Garoppolo, Greenlaw, Mostert, Trent Taylor, and Witherspoon were limited at practice. I would assume this kind of thing will probably play its way out through the week. I would assume by Friday they would probably have a better idea of who's playing and who's not. Shanahan's been pretty tight-lipped about the quarterback situation. Give Miami the idea that all three could be starting. And, it's a little bit of gamesmanship, I guess, but he probably wants to see how these guys will fare during the week. Another bit of news is that Jimmy Ward missed practice today with an injury to his wrist. I don't know how severe that injury is, but it's definitely something to be concerned about. And I guess we'll have to see later down the week. Tavarius Moore would probably get the start in place of him if he's not able to go. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye on that one. I've definitely been doing a little bit of deep dive on how bad McGlinchey played in that last game. If you take a look at Grant Cohn's YouTube channel, he does a little deep dive on it, and it's pretty astounding that a guy who's a 9th overall pick just was getting manhandled, not just by Brandon Graham, but by like an undrafted free agent, who's got 6 career sacks. So it makes you think about just how bad he's struggling, especially on that last drive where we were trying to score. He pretty much blew 2 straight assignments that pretty much cost us the game. And then we were stuck, throwing a Hail Mary at the end, which, as they usually do, fell incomplete. Definitely want to know what you guys think about Kyle Shanahan and the way he can sometimes come off as kind of a cocky prick. The news that Mohamed Sanu was the one that was released was a little shocking to some fans, including myself. There's reasons. They say the reasons are that special teams are something both Pettis and Richie James Jr. can do, and that they also were both draft picks of the 49ers, or at least Dante Pettis was a second-round pick, and that Sanu was not. And I don't know what it is with Kyle Shanahan, especially with guys that he drafts, but he has a little bit of a thing that he will always give them a lot longer of a look and a lot longer of a leash because he drafted them. I don't think Kyle likes to look like he missed on something, and because of that, I feel that's why Dante Pettis kept his spot on the team. I wish they would have kept Sanu. I think it's good to have a veteran leadership on the team. But I'm not the head coach of the 49ers, and I'm just a fan. It's some of that arrogance sometimes that, can backfire on him. I feel like Kyle Shanahan, as cocky as he can be with his play calling, sometimes will play scared when the Niners sometimes have the lead, or if they don't need to be aggressive, he tends to go into this defensive mode where he doesn't want to push it. And I feel like it cost him in the Super Bowl, and I feel like it cost him against the Eagles. I love Kyle Shanahan as coach, but I think he's got some issues to work out. You got to know when to cut bait on guys, and for some reason he doesn't want to. I really hope they don't reconsider on Solomon Thomas. I think he's been a bust, and they got to move on from him. I don't care where you drafted him; he's got to go. Same thing with Mike McGlinchey. We got to see if he can play his way out of this situation, but sometimes you just got to cut your losses where they may, or try to get trade value for a guy. But that's my one critique of him as a coach. Everything else about him I love. I love his creativity. I love his cockiness, but sometimes he just doesn't want to admit that he was wrong, and the Niners are stuck holding the bag on some players that they should have moved on from. But we will see down the road after this year what exactly happens. I want to know what you guys think about if the Niners should do anything at the trade deadline, if they should stand pat and keep their draft picks. What's your opinion on possibly signing Clay Matthews or any type of pass rusher out there? The Niners, because of the new COVID rules, can't really bring guys in for visits. I think there's like a restriction on the amount of visits they can have. So the Niners pretty much had to go with people off their practice squad. I think it's Alex Barrett. They couldn't really bring in anybody of any notable name. So they're going to have to go with what they have now that Ziggy Ansah's out for the year. We're getting down to the bare bones on our team now here. So Miami's definitely a foe that I think we have to take seriously, and hopefully the Niners do. Hopefully this loss the last week kind of kicked their ass into high gear and started taking things more seriously and, wake up, realize that they got to play the whole season before they could avenge their Super Bowl loss. So we will see. All right, guys, I will talk to everyone later. Everybody stay safe and healthy, and I will see you on the flip side. See ya.